I said something that's all over just about main boxing websites that covered or even heard the soundbite from yesterday. I said, quote, calling me old is getting old. And they ran with it. I mean, Google it. I mean, just go in and, I mean, getting old is no, y'all, like, they, like, the constituents don't even hear it getting old until they actually see Bernard Hopkins get old and actually lose. So and I just came off the rhythm. I mean, it just came out of my soul. Of course, I don't read anything. I don't read off anything when I give my long-term rants or speeches, but I just said, getting old, because it's getting old to me, and I'm continue to, like, you know, not defend, but like, yo, calling me old is getting old.
That's the first thing he said. First thing that came out of Karo's mouth was that you're getting old, and that you clench, and that you have a gray hair and a gray beard, which I've never seen you with either one of those.
Yeah, but all these things I don't deny. See, I'm not a person that can deny the course and the process of nature. I mean, a flower grows and a flower dies, and come back for the next season. I mean, but when he says things like that, it goes to tell you that he's dealing with a guy and he's preparing for a guy because he's his age, and he's hoping, like others have hoped, Cloud, Jean Pascal, you know, the last 3 or 4 years, he's hoping that he's lucky enough where you get old. Well, you don't get old the night of the fight. You get old in the gym. You get old before that. There's no magic old spell that hits you over the head and say you're old. There's a process. Now, once you realize that in camp, that the sparring partners got the better to work every day, and if you trust the person that has your better eyes and your better situation, to say, you know, make this be the last one, but we're going to try to fix things to make things a little different than what I've been seeing. That's honesty and trust amongst those two people. Nobody gets, it's a nice, cute, nice thing to say as a soundbite. You get old overnight, and we use it for many years. I've used it. Nobody gets overnight old. It's a process of getting old, and it starts in the gym. And the gym is where you get old. The problem is, if I'm getting a check from you, I'm not going to tell you that. How many people tell a fighter, don't, look, we got a fight coming up, but you getting old. I don't think you should take this fight, and there's $2 million on the line. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad person that didn't say don't fight. I'm just saying that that's a really tough situation. So, old, as far as I'm concerned, old to me is not the same old to the average person. You know, whether you, me, myself, or Nazim, or anybody else at this table, what is old? What is old? In today's world, 2014, with all of the tips of how to eat and take care of yourself, which I really don't need, because you've been reporting me over 10 years. There's nothing new the way Bernard Hopkins live. I don't, 18, you see me at other fights, 18, and I'm promoting with my suits on. 18 years you've been knowing me. I never had a belly. No one ever seen me. The biggest story would be I have a belly. If y'all see me walking here after this fight and I'm at a Golden Boy show, you're like, damn, Bernard put on weight. Y'all seen fighters, y'all said that. Everybody at this table looked at a fighter from the past and the future, stop boxing, or in between fighting, and said, man, he got how much you weighing now? Y'all never had to ask me that. Now, whether you like me or disagree with me or like my style or not, one thing you say, which you probably were saying, I'm not putting words in my mind, man, I wish I could be like that when I'm 40. I mean, I actually put pressure on guys that's married and have girlfriends or got girlfriends, and they like, yo, why don't you look like that at 40, 50? I literally had, not, seriously, I literally had couples tell their husbands or their other half, right? He's in great shape. And you know how guys is, yo, you gonna bust a vein, dog. You holding, trying to, what are you doing? Like, yo, your stomach was out, and all of a sudden, I put a lot of pressure on dudes, and I understand some envy and some jealousy, and I understand because not all, but some, no matter what color they are lazy, and I'm not, and they try to make an excuse, well, maybe he doing something, or maybe he taking this magic pill, or maybe he doing it. No, go back to 18 years when this brother here was talking about, before they even start talking about enhancing drugs. Go back when he was writing and saying, I'm a freak of nature, that this dude is a throwback. He take care of his body. Go back to the articles of other writers, not just him. I know, he ain't on my payroll, but I'm just telling you is that I'm only getting the interest of my good investment that I make all the time in my personal life. I say all the time I make it, not sometimes. I'd rather get 3% of my money than 9% of risk. Call me stupid. Call me stupid. But that's the way I think.